Welcome to Big Ramethus Adventure. I'm Josh, and I have my wife Randy, and my daughter Raylene, and my son Daniel, 2 out of 3 kids with us. We are headed to Alaska. This is day 1 of our trip. We're going to be going about 594 miles to our first stop in Fargo, North Dakota. So going to be a long day of driving today, but we're all really excited. We've been planning this trip for many months, since late last year. You excited?
Yeah.
You guys excited? Ready to go? All right, we'll check in again when we get a little bit further down the road. Gone about 152 miles, just doing a quick rest stop here, and it's been raining most of the way, but it's time to get back on the road, so let's head out. Quick gas and snack stop. We didn't make it very far from the rest stop before stopping here, but getting a little low on gas and people are a little bit hungry, so time to get back on the road. Next stop is Fargo, North Dakota. Making our 3rd rest stop. We are just over the border in Minnesota, so I think a little over halfway to our first overnight stop in Fargo. Time to get back on the road. reached the end of day one. We did a little over 10 hours of driving and right around 600 miles. It rained for about half of the drive. Once we got to about the Minnesota border, finally got some nice sunny skies, clear weather. Pretty good drive overall. We did have one minor casualty. We lost the spare tire cover on the front of the trailer, so our Bigfoot that is walking a T-Rex is no more. It escaped about, I don't know, an hour before we got here. But we are in Casselton, North Dakota, just outside of Fargo. This is our first stopping point for our first day on our trip to Alaska and back. We are staying at the Governor's RV Park that is attached to the Days Inn here in Casselton. Definitely not my first choice for a campground. In fact, the campground that we originally reserved was Lindenwood Park, run by the city of Fargo. Right on the river, we had a beautiful spot reserved, and they called us about a week ago saying that the campground was flooded and that they had to cancel all reservations and give us a refund. So we had to kind of scramble to find another place to stay the night here. And this was really the only option that we found available. It's way overpriced for what you get here. It's $60 a night, and it's pretty much everybody right on top of each other. I really don't like staying at commercial RV parks like this. Much prefer to stay at local, state, or national parks. But for one night stay without any other options, kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota, it'll do for tonight. And at least it has full hookups, so there's that. But it is what it is. So what did you guys think of the ride so far, first day ride?
Sleeping most of it.
You were sleeping most of it. I think it was pretty bumpy. Yeah, a little bit of construction went there, but I mean, it was comfortable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Comfortable, some bumpiness. I couldn't read my book. So, but I mean, it's a comfortable ride in the truck.
Yeah. I really love the Power Wagon for long road trips like this. It is a very comfortable ride. The only downside is the gas mileage really sucks on it. We're getting around 7 miles per gallon so far, but we had a backup plan for that. So we did put a fuel transfer tank in the bed of the truck before this trip. This trip was a big reason for that, but not the only reason. We also normally have ATVs that we haul back here, and thought it'd be nice to be able to refuel the ATVs. And also, we have a boat now. We can refuel the boat from the truck as well. But for this trip, having the extra 39 gallons of fuel in the bed of the truck definitely came in handy. It made it easier, less frequent stops. So we kind of combined some rest stops with refueling. We actually had to fill up 3 times, and we stopped for gas 3 times.
Yeah.
So 3 times in 600 miles wasn't too bad to fill things up. And then in between, where we stopped to use the bathroom at a rest area, I filled up the truck from the fuel transfer tank so that we didn't have to make extra stops for that. But I think it worked out pretty well, and I'm glad that we have it for when we get to the more remote areas going through Canada on the Alaska Highway for the rest of our trip. But other thing that kind of sucked when we got here to this RV park was everything was closed. So but we really didn't feel like cooking dinner or making dinner for ourselves tonight. We thought we would grab something. We saw the hotel supposed to have a restaurant, and it had a sign on the door for the restaurant saying closed until further notice. And then across the street, there was a gas station that had a Subway and a little pizza place inside of it. And we went over there, and their hours were 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, yeah. We grabbed some gas station food sandwiches they have here, and I just ate that. I mean, it worked out. I mean, we weren't really feeling like cooking anything tonight. So that's day one.
What do you think they need to do now?
I think you guys should like and subscribe.
Make sure you did what the kid said. We're going to be continuing our journey to Alaska tomorrow. Tomorrow we're leaving North Dakota and we'll be going through the border crossing in Portal, crossing into Saskatchewan until we get to our second night stop, which will be in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Hopefully that campground is going to be a little bit nicer than this one, but again, not too big of a deal if it's not, since it's just a one night stay. But we'll be getting up tomorrow. If you did what the kid said, you'll get a notification when the next video uploads, and you can continue following along in our journey. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.